Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from one that shows 50 Cent reveal why he turned down $3 million. What? For an appearance at Donald Trump's rally in New York at Madison Square Garden. And 50 Cent's reason is quite hilarious, to the point that they try to set him up in the same interview where he revealed this, and we'll expand on this in a moment, including some reactions so far on social media. Today we also have what looks to be Eminem being 100% spot on with his analysis on Nick Cannon when he dissed him on Lord Above, that sent Nick Cannon into rage as he assembled battle rappers with him, and they continued to release diss track upon diss track that no one cared about. And we all pretty much lost count of the number of diss tracks Nick Cannon released to get back at Eminem. And thanks to a recent interview, now we got confirmation of why the lyrics on Lord Above struck a nerve. I mean, now it makes perfect sense, the lyrics, the wordplay and all, and we'll expand on this in a moment. And today we have what looks to be thousands of the quote non-hip-hop audience who just found out what thousands of hip-hop fans already knew about hip-hop heads like Charlamagne, and they are in shock right now after a clip hit the web that showed Charlamagne argue about the Breakfast Club and the Joe Rogan podcast. And personally, I got secondhand embarrassment watching the clip, as this was a horrible look for hip-hop in general, seeing as Charlamagne would be considered as one of the top hip-hop talking heads. And before we dive in, just like 50 Cent's been hell-bent on exposing Diddy, stay hell-bent and dedicated on smashing that like button if you enjoy this content, and subscribe for more if you haven't. And yes, I'm talking to you, the loyal ghost watchers. I'm talking to you too. And starting with the latest reports on hip-hop from YouTube this week, it's getting repetitive at this point. Once again, Eminem is the most viewed rapper of the week by far for the week ending October 24th.
Come on, man.
And we got a rare miss from 50 Cent this week, who failed to crack the top 100, which is unusual for 50 Cent. And in the United Kingdom, it is also quite repetitive for Eminem and 50 Cent. They've occupied top 4 and top 5 on multiple occasions this year. And starting with 50 Cent, we recently found out that he turned down $3 million from Trump's camp to appear at the New York rally, and he explained why during a chat with the Breakfast Club. Check out a snippet.
I was going to ask you, politics is coming up, election. Is it true Donald Trump tried to give you money to endorse him one time?
I got a call, but they wanted me to, Sunday.
Oh, they wanted you to come yesterday.
Madison Square Garden?
This week.
Yeah. They wanted you to
because they wanted you to perform Mini Men. They wanted you to perform Mini Men at the RNC too, right?
Yeah, and they was offering me $3 million.
To perform?
At the RNC or this past Sunday?
Huh?
This
past Sunday.
Like $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
And then they offered you money for the Republican National Convention too, right?
Mm-hmm.
He turned it down?
How much was that?
Yeah, I didn't even go far back. I wasn't talking to them about that kind of stuff, because I'm afraid of politics, bro. So you understand.
Yes.
I do not like
you don't like
part of politics.
No gang bang or politics.
No gang bang, no politics. It's because when you do get involved in it, no matter how you feel, someone passionately disagrees with you.
That's everything, though. I mean, politics is worse, but that's
worse
everything.
now.
Look, if you say, I stay away from religion, I stay away from politics. Religion, that's the formula for the confusion that is sent Kanye to Japan. he said something about both of those things, and now he can only go to Japan.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to get in that, man. I'm like,
Well, Fifth, we got to let you go then, Fifth, because
Renee wrapping up.
Not only that, we got the vice president on the line.
She's on now?
Yeah, Vice President Kamala Harris.
Answer the phone. Let Fifth say hi.
You want to say hello?
Why are you going to put me into this stuff? I thought we was cool. What are you doing, man?
No, we could.
You want to speak or no?
No, I'm cool.
He said, no, I'm cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's 50 Cent.
Wait, I have another question. Wait, you really about to leave? Wait, no, I have another question before you leave then, bro. Okay, go ahead. I wanted to get in your business. I wanted to know what happened with
She on the line?
Oh, man, I'm glad you got that.
I'm glad.
And while some believe, sounds like 50 made a business decision, even though he's publicly supported Trump in the past. Perhaps 10 million would have done the trick, just as rumors suggest that Beyonce got paid $10 million by Kamala's team. Of course, this is not confirmed, and for Eminem, knowing how Eminem's been unmoved by money in the past, my bet is that he didn't get paid to appear at the Detroit rally. There's no way to confirm this, of course, but what are your thoughts on 50's reason as to why he turned it down? It reminds me of the popular quote from Michael Jordan about how Republicans buy Snickers watchers too. In 50's case, the Democrats watch power too. And personally, as someone on the outside, I find it interesting that political parties are allowed to buy celebrities or promise them favors to appear at their rallies. And check this out, $3 million for 30 minutes work is ridiculous. Buying endorsements and votes, selling your platform, and big cash lobbying undermines the point of elections and democratic outcomes. It is all just ridiculous, and the consequences are always suboptimal. And apparently, this is seen as normal in the United States. But hey, not my circus, not my monkeys. And moving on, we all remember when Nick Cannon lost his marbles when Eminem dropped Lord Above. He was quick to play the victim though, like he wasn't on a press run talking about Eminem for months. And thanks to our latest interview, we gotta find out why Lord Above struck a nerve. Like it all makes sense right now, because Eminem started his verse with how Nick Cannon got neutered by Mariah Carey. That was the whole rhyme scheme and wordplay at the start. Check it out. And thanks to Nick Cannon's interview on Ray Daniels Presents podcast, we got confirmation that Eminem was spot on with Nick Cannon getting neutered, figuratively of course. Check it out. So Nick Cannon's marriage to Mariah Carey didn't last because she basically made him feel insecure about his manhood.
I got married in my 20s still, you know what I mean, to the biggest star in the world. My trajectory was here, and then hers, she's already in a different stratosphere. I would lay up at night thinking like, is this who I am? Am I Mariah's man? Is that what my life is supposed to be? There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm like, this ain't the hustler. Version of yourself. And then when you have children, your man shit is like, wait, I'm carrying a purse, the diaper bag, you know. I'm standing on the corner. I'm like, wait, she rocking being all the alpha that she is.
By the way, she deserves it, by the way.
I believe she needs a dude like that. Yeah. I'm just not that dude. Her and I never had problems. Yeah. Never argued, never, even with me struggling in this space. Yeah. She's so understanding and so evolved and lives in her own world. That's the thing, when someone has their own world and you got to be a participant in that, you know what I mean? Like I'm main character. It was like muscle atrophy. I'm not being the dude that God put me on this earth to be. The love kept me there. Even, made it work so well, because I was like, oh, you need somebody. You need a support system. You need somebody that don't want you for your money. You need somebody that's sincere. You need somebody that's willing to build a family and raise some, amazing kids together. And that was my goal. But then there was just something constantly in me like, I got it.
The man.
Yeah.
But that other dude's whip, that pussy got him neutered. Tried to tell him this chick's a nut job before he got his jewels clipped. Damn.
And while some users are pretty much infantilizing Nick Cannon in viral posts like, haven't seen nobody speak on the fact that he was 27 and she was 40, that sounds like something a 27-year-old would think with probably little to no experience of having their own life or learning about who they are yet. On the other end, he's been getting cooked for getting neutered by her star power. He had no business with Mariah Carey in the first place, and now I gotta wonder how Eminem called this so succinctly on Lord Above. It was like he could read Nick Cannon's mind and all that, and boy, he's been getting cooked. So basically, bro found out he's not who he thought he was, and he got in his little feelings, hurt, clown bum little boy for sure. And now we know why he resorted to releasing dozens of diss tracks that no one heard. It all makes sense. And moving on, we got some comedy gold that highlighted just how delusional hip-hop heads like Charlamagne truly are. As this blew up recently on X, Charlamagne claims The Breakfast Club is bigger than Joe Rogan's podcast. Joe Rogan is definitely bigger than The Breakfast Club.
There's no bigger place to go in the business than Joe Rogan right now.
The Breakfast Club is pretty big.
Fam.
No.
Fam, stop it. Stop it.
You think Joe Rogan's bigger than Breakfast Club?
10 times your size.
Why do you think that?
Just look at the numbers. I did 10 million views in 2 days.
On what?
On the interview. Between the clips and the interview.
Soulja Boy did 15 in a day.
That's Soulja Boy.
And who was Soulja Boy at that time?
Exactly. Soulja Boy is one of the most well-known artists in the world. Hold on, you really think that your platform is bigger than Rogan?
Oh, just as big, easily.
Come on, bro. Let's look at the recent interviews on Breakfast Club compared to the recent interviews on Rogan.
Do it.
Let's have a nice humbling experience for you.
I'm with it.
Don't get me wrong. You guys are very big and important.
Remember that. No more bookings for Andrew Schultz on Breakfast Club.
Listen. Hey man. I don't ask for anything.
I'm not saying bigger. I'm saying we just as big. If I don't see why you would think otherwise.
I mean, just because the numbers are smaller.
And that's just YouTube. You got to think we're 4 million daily listeners.
For sure. I'm just talking about YouTube.
So that's 20 million weekly listeners.
I'm just talking about YouTube.
I see Safari says Joe Budden is playing tough on camera for Love and Hip Hop, 204,000. That's just Angelique's rumor report, 204,000.
Right.
That's literally just the rumor report. Hold on.
That's what I'm saying, the clips. So now...
Hold on. Let's go through it. Slander the Breakfast Club, 293,000. Bernie Sanders, 958,000. Offset, 2.6 million. Van Jones, 288,000. Kamala Harris, 508,000. Lloyd, 526,000.
Do you see how those numbers are lower?
How are they lower?
What are you reading millions, and now we're reading hundreds of thousands.
What are you talking about? Like, I really need to know what you're talking about.
You have a massive platform, and it's one of the most...
This is just Angela's rumor report. 204,000, 205,000, 380,000, 241,000. Those are just the rumor reports.
Right.
And these interviews right here, I haven't even named anybody. Lloyd.
Right.
526,000.
Right.
Lloyd. Like, come on.
Look at your interview with Andrew Yang, and then look at Joe Rogan's interview with Andrew Yang to see what the difference is between those.
Ours is 812,000 in a week. What's
right.
Joe Rogan's?
2.3 million.
And how long?
A month.
Okay, we had 812,000 in a week.
Right, but you understand how it goes. Like, you don't increase after that.
Yes, we do.
No, it's the initial.
No, bro.
Guys.
No.
Okay.
Now, granted, that argument was from 2019, but even the Andrew Yang example that Charlamagne tried to refute has aged horribly, seeing as Joe Rogan's Yang interview got over 6.7 million views, while they are at 1.5 million views, and the user compared their latest interviews with the presidential candidates in the United States from both platforms. Joe Rogan is pushing 38 million views in 3 days, while Breakfast Club's interview is at 559,000 views in 13 days. But Charlamagne being delusional isn't news to most hip-hop fans, like we all know, but some users are perplexed. So, not that I listen to either. I even know Rogan is the biggest in numbers of listeners. Geez, numbers are numbers. You lost. Why argue the pure facts and numbers? It just makes you look foolish. This comes from a person that doesn't listen to either of you morons. But remember, this is the same Charlamagne who once said 6ix9ine would wash Eminem in a versus battle. So I'd say we've heard worse. But over to you guys. Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.